Hello, my name is Ricardo Cunningham and I am the founder of LCF Kids. LCF Kids is an adaptive fitness center located in Falls Church, Virginia and Ashburn, Virginia. We work directly with children with disability, and today I am going to talk about how to do dynamic balancing using your own body weight. But first I want to talk about the benefits of some of the skill you will gain from doing this activity. And some of the skills you will gain are lower body skill in terms of left and right leg strength. You'll also gain the agility, the ability to move lateral and backward and forward. Also motor planning skill and gross motor skills. And then lastly, you will also work on your coordination. And I want to talk about some steps and some stuff that you will need in place when you're doing this activity. And the first thing you want to do, you want to make sure you get the right space in terms of open space. You want to take all the safety protocol and measures when you're doing this activity. Make sure the child wear the proper footwear. I'd recommend wear sneakers with enough support at the bottom. Also light-weighted clothes, shorts, or a top. But it's also depend on the weather as well. If the child's outside, you want to dress accordingly. And also you want to make sure you check for wet spot if you're in a space where it can be slick, so you can minimize the child from getting into a slide or to minimize injuries and so forth. So you always want to take those safety protocol in place. So another thing I want to talk about before we get into the steps is also the equipment that you need for this activity. I recommend you can use a heavier ball. Reason why we're going to use a heavier ball today, because for this skill it's more intermediate to advanced skill. I made an earlier video and that was more for beginners. So this one with the weighted ball would be intermediate to advanced. And like I said, if you're starting out as an intermediate skill, you want to use a lighter ball, and as you progress you can increase the weight of the ball to incorporate more strength and to challenge yourself. But the equipment you need is 2 circular poly spot, just so the kids have some structure, know where to start and when to finish, and also the weighted ball. So I'm going to get into the steps on how to perform dynamic balancing using your whole body weight. And what I recommend is to always get into a ready position. You always want to start off with the stronger leg. For me, I'm a right footer, so I'm going to start with my right foot. And then the non-dominant leg, you're going to hold that behind your body. And then the ball, you hold it in the middle of your chest. But there's certain things you want to remind the child. Always remind them to keep their head up. You want to remind them to make sure they push off from the ball of their foot as they move forward. And you also want to remind them to maintain their body, control their body as well as they're hopping. And I'll go ahead and demonstrate the forward motion, which is that you can see I'm pushing out from the ball of my feet all the way, and I hold the ball firmly. Make sure you get a good tight grip on the ball so it doesn't fall out of your hands and fall on your toes. And then you would switch to the other leg and do the same thing. You want to get that momentum. You want to have that continuous movement as this child move along doing the activity. And the next step is to do the lateral movement, and it will be the same thing. You would make sure you get into the right position, but always keep the shoulders square and look straight ahead, and make sure you hold the ball right below the chin, firm grip, and then you move lateral. Like I said, get a flow to it. You do the same thing with the left foot, just as the right. And then I would recommend doing at least 3 sets of 10. It's all about repetition. And then my third step would I would do backward movement, which would be just holding the ball. But this time, like I said, I'm going in the backward position. So I'm pushing out from the ball of my feet. I just did the right, you do the left as well. And like I said, you want to do 3 sets of 10 repetition. Do as many until the child gets comfortable and build up their skill and really make the progress that you think they need to gain in terms of building up their skill. And then the next thing I would recommend, if your child having difficulty doing these steps, you can go to our website, www.lcfkids.com, where you can learn more information, where you can get more information about our program. Also, you can learn more about my book, Adaptive Fitness and Gross Motor Development, where we have more information with hands-on technique on how to do this skill where your child will have success. Also, please like, share, and subscribe to this video. Thank you for listening. See you next time. Have a great day.